future bureaucrats of India, welcome to LearnStroke. I know you all are passionately aspiring to clear the most coveted UPSC Civil Services exam. But before you begin your preparation, it's very important to know about the eligibility criteria for the UPSC Civil Services exam. So now, let's have a quick glimpse of the important eligibility criteria as far as the UPSC Civil Services exam is concerned. Firstly, you should have completed 21 years of age as of August 1st in the year in which you are appearing for the exam. This applies to the general category. However, for reserved categories like OBCs, SCs, STs, and physically handicapped, various other relaxations are applicable. Secondly, you should be a graduate from a recognized university in India. So regarding the number of attempts, an aspirant from the general category can give 6 attempts for the UPSC Civil Services exam. However, for the reserved category, further relaxations are applicable. I hope that you all know that the UPSC Civil Services exams happens through 3 different phases. The first one is the preliminary examination, the second one the mains, and the last is the interview or the personality test. For the UPSC prelims examination, there are 2 papers. The first one is the general studies and the second one is the CSAT or the Civil Services Aptitude Test. Both papers are of 200 marks each and the exam is purely of objective type with negative marking. The Civil Services Aptitude Test or the CSAT paper for the UPSC prelims exam is of a qualifying nature. Your entry to the mains exam is solely determined by the cutoff marks that you get for the first paper, that is the general studies paper. Every year, the cutoff varies depending upon the number of vacancies and various other factors. The number of vacancies for various posts keep changing every year, but roughly taking into account the trend of the UPSC Civil Services exam, as far as the Indian Administrative Service or the IAS is considered, there are around 180 vacancies. With regard to IPS, there are around 200 vacancies. And for the IFS or the Indian Foreign Service, the vacancies range between 30 to 50. The UPSC exam is being conducted for 24 services and not just the IAS, IPS and IFS, though these 3 remain as the most popular ones. There are various other Group A, Group B services too. Now, talking about the UPSC mains, which is the most toughest and the elaborate phase as far as the UPSC Civil Services exam is considered. In this, you have 2 qualifying papers. One is a regional language paper and the other one is an English paper. In addition to these, you have 4 GS papers. These are descriptive type papers in which you learn in detail about the various topics that you have prepared for the prelims exam. In addition to these, you have the choice of choosing 2 optional papers. This is completely subjected to your interest and aptitude. So this is regarding the UPSC mains. The UPSC mains is being conducted for an aggregate of 1,750 marks. Your marks in UPSC mains solely determines whether you qualify for the UPSC interview or the personality test. The last and final phase in the UPSC Civil Services exam is the interview or personality test, which is being conducted for 275 marks. So your entry to the Indian Civil Services is determined by the aggregate that you get for the UPSC mains as well as for the personality test, that is 1,750 and 275, which aggregates to 2,025. So dear aspirants, I hope now you have a clear understanding regarding the eligibility criteria for the UPSC Civil Services exam, your dream career. For more details, you can log on to the UPSC website, that is www.upsc.gov.in, and read in detail regarding the eligibility criteria.